Everyone, today I'd like to explain how introverted intuition or NI sees meanings. What do I mean by meanings? The meanings I will mention in this video are literally just meanings. Everything can have from practical, literal, surface to deep and abstract meanings. Meanings can be expressed in so many forms. They can be names, definition, labels, symbols, sentences, paragraphs, books, images, pieces of knowledge, etc. Everyone can perceive the same thing and interpret different meanings. My way of explaining NI can be abstract, symbolic, and storytelling. You can see my style throughout other videos, and this one isn't different. It's not a real example, so don't take my words literally. The point is to point out how uniquely NI interprets meanings. So let's use our imagination. The symbolic image arose when I thought of NI, an orphan. No, I didn't mean NI users were orphans literally. Why I attributed NI to this orphan image. The orphan was born with no parents, no mentors, no guidance, as if she was born from nothing, a void or black hole. Nothing was given to her. There was an emptiness, both from the outside world and inside of her, that she felt a need to fill it up with a meaning. No one showed up in her life to teach her the meanings of everything. She searched the meanings of everything by herself because she didn't want to live a meaningless life. She wanted to live a meaningful life. Most of the things in life might be shallow to her. She wasn't impressed with the shallow meanings of everything. She would like to put meanings into meaningless objects. For an object to own a meaning, she gave it a purpose, a role, or an end meaning of what it will become. She saw potential and usefulness in the raw, crude, and useless things. She dug out the deep meanings in everything. Everything must own meanings to NI. Everything owns meanings to NI, so even the most seemingly unimportant, neglectful, and random details and nuances in people's behaviors and actions spoke volumes to NI. The tiniest detail could give NI huge insights and deep meanings if looked carefully. NI took the signs, hints, and clues in the details and nuances people usually neglected, noticed the least, or were the most unaware of because NI wanted to find meanings in everything. And I looked into the realms of unawareness, unconsciousness, unimportance, unpopularities, neglect, randomness, and coincidence. We became what we encountered every day. We were a result of our daily habits. Our daily habits were driven by our daily thoughts. And I would love to blend a seed of new thought into our mind. And I want this earth to take care of the seed. In the beginning, the seed were just a simple thought. If we replayed and re-encountered our thought every day, we took care of the seed every day. Eventually, the thought became important enough for it to become a real action. Repeated actions became daily habits. We had turned a thought to a habit. The rest was history. What we were exposed to every day constantly planted seeds of new thought into our mind, influenced and formed who we were today. If we didn't take control of what kind of thoughts appeared in our mind, we might be unaware that our life path were changing to where we didn't intend to be. That would be very sad. We must take conscious control of what we wanted to influence by. Our thought process must be carefully taken care of. Bad seeds or bad thoughts should be removed to give space for the bad seeds or the bad thoughts in order to grow and develop. AI users asked people questions to see what kind of thoughts we have, then envision our future based on our thoughts. And I looked for the end meaning, our ending, nurtured our best thoughts. We became the best versions of ourselves in the end. Nothing is given to an eye in the beginning. An eye is the one who plants their own seed or owns their own meanings of life. An eye puts meanings, purposes, and roles to meaningless things. And I is super aware of the unawareness and unconsciousness. Everything must own meanings to an eye, even the tiniest details and nuances that people neglect or are unaware of. What seem unimportant and random to our eyes still owns meanings to an eye if looked carefully enough. Our normal, unimportant, and neglectful daily thoughts may someday become our reality. So be careful with our thoughts. Remove bad thoughts and replace with good thoughts in our mind. Grow the best seeds of thoughts if we want to have the most fruitful life. And our users ask people questions to see what kind of thoughts we have, then envision our future, our ending, the end meaning, what we will become based on our thoughts.